enjoy it, okay? I see y'all have been steady sending me stuff like this. Bruh, do this, bruh, do this. Okay, I'm finna do it, all right? We finna see what it's talking about. Y'all been wanting me to touch somewhat on the deeper, more spiritual type of level. I remember I did the video and I asked y'all, I'm like, if y'all want me to talk more about this, then I would. But I don't be trying to because I don't be wanting people to come for me, bro. Like, I love my life how it is. We go kind of touch into it. We go try to, shh, you can't tell nobody though. Don't tell nobody. You better not, because you tell too many people. Matter of fact, yeah, tell everybody, but don't make sure they don't tell nobody, okay? Just say tell one person, but make sure that person don't tell on BruhmanTv, okay? The more like this video get, the higher than the rank. So y'all go ahead and spam that like button right now, man, and make sure that y'all go crazy in the comments as well, and let me know what y'all think and honest input is on these conspiracy theories. And also, if y'all want to, please come send me over more content like this through TikTok or whatever it is, conspiracy theories type thing. More importantly, I would rather it be TikTok compilations or things like that, to where I can like somewhat put it into a bunch and just and do a big reaction to it. It will help me a lot more than just send it over to the Discord, because it'll be a lot easier. Let's get into it right now, man, and just see what is going on with these conspiracy theories, man. Y'all just remember, man, stay woke for sure.
Have you ever heard of the lottery conspiracy theory? You know, when you go inside of a gas station and you find lottery tickets and people buy them and they scratch them off in hopes of winning millions of dollars. What if I told you about the conspiracy theory that says the government created the lottery in order to catch time travelers? I know it sounds crazy, but just bear with me, it's going to make a lot of sense. Okay, so people believe the government created the lottery in order to catch time travelers. The chance of winning the lottery right now is about 1 in 14 million. So statistically, you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning. Now let's take a look at one of the most popular lotteries called the Mega Millions. You have a 1 in 300 million chance of winning this lottery. Or in other words, you would need to be struck by lightning 21 times back to back to back in order to win this lottery. So the odds of winning are nearly impossible, so that's why people believe the government created this in order to catch time travelers, is because the time travelers would know exactly where to go and exactly which one. God, that was a mouthful to say, but make sure to like and follow if you guys want to see more videos.
That could make sense. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie. I'm gonna play it, but I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie on. It was a movie they released where they had this. I forgot what the actor was, but they used to catch time travelers, and the reason they used to know is because of the lottery. And it's crazy because I be telling y'all, like, man, they be really putting real life stuff that could potentially happen in this world in our face to just see how we react to it as humans. You know what I'm saying? See how we react to it as a community. See something that we're more engaged with, so they can basically take and think of it as like we are the dependent variable, and they are throwing these movies at us that's independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what we do to the movie. It matters what the movie does to us. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that a lot of movies that happens around the world, just even in theaters, all these TV shows that's been coming out, to be going viral, like that stuff be real. And I know y'all remember how COVID, like 10 years ago, it was a show talking about COVID and what it would do, and the fact that it was the same name and everything and came back up years later. Like, I'm telling y'all, bro, for real.
There is conspiracy theories in the world that will seriously ruin your life. This list shows all the conspiracy theories, from the most normal ones we all know to the darkest of the dark that will change the way you literally see the world. And of course, in this series, we're going to be going from the top all the way down to the bottom. Come back, let's go for part 2. The Titanic didn't hit an iceberg. So we all know about the Titanic, of course, the really famous ship that sunk, and it's commonly believed that it hit an iceberg. But this might change your mind. This is mental. There was, of course, survivors of the Titanic, and a lot of them were interviewed. Not one of them mentioned anything about an iceberg. What's crazier is a few people did say that there was a fire. Interesting. Now go and look at this. Before the ship even set sail, you can see a burn area in the photo. And it's actually the engine and boiler room right there. And if there was a fire in there, that's not ideal. Now, there's a couple of theories I'm going to talk about, but the first one was that it never even hit an iceberg at all. It was actually an inside job done by people such as the Rothschild family, which I will make a video on later in the series. Main theory that is very believable has something to do with this burn mark. Now, the theory is there was a fire on the Titanic before it even set off, and this fire weakened the hull of the boat. Maybe there was an iceberg, but not as big as it's made out to be.
Right.
Did hit this iceberg, and if there wasn't a fire, it would have been completely fine. Everyone would have just not even realised. But due to the hull and the ship already being weakened from the fire, that's what made it sink. I mean, that's a very believable theory. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And make sure you
I heard a lot about that as well.
a bun, because it's going to get crazier.
I heard a lot about that as well. That the whole Titanic stuff was honestly staged, and they just don't want to take responsibility on their negligence, as well as that y'all have to think about this. You know what he was saying, because I have heard that story, that it was a burn before before they even took off. But you know the government, they don't like to hold themselves accountable at all.
Here's some of the greatest conspiracy theories of all time. Part 4. The Grinch has a well-known backstory about hating Christmas.
Nah, don't do
However,
the Grinch.
eventually in the movie, his heart grows 3 sizes
Don't
and
do the
he
Grinch.
loves Christmas once again. But this story may continue longer than we think. It is clear that the Grinch isn't exactly right in the head, but during one of the Grinch's wacky stunts, he could have gotten a head injury. This injury would later take a toll on him as he grew old and caused him to lose his memory. After him and his dog died, they were given a new life in a realm called Halloween Town, where they now lived as Jack Skellington and
Wow.
He later reunites with his love for Christmas, just like he had when he was alive. Both eventually wear a Santa suit, both deliver presents, and both have a dog companion. It may be possible that How the Grinch Stole Christmas and The Nightmare Before Christmas are tied together.
Yep.
World's most dangerous conspiracy theories. This picture contains a list of conspiracy theories from the most well-known to the darkest. Welcome to Tier 9. Today we're going to be talking about the strange berry picker disappearances. God, that's a mouthful to say. In 2011, a man named David wrote a book called Missing 411. The book covers all of the most unsolved cases of people going missing in national parks. Some people would just wander off the trail, some would fall into the river, and some people didn't even know they were missing. Do you want to know what all of these people had in common right before they went missing? They were all picking berries. Stay with me, it's about to get crazy. One case is 6-year-old Lillian Carney, and in 1897, she went missing right after she was picking berries. According to her parents, she was here for 1 second and gone the next, almost like she just vanished. They notified the police, and around midnight, which was 12 hours later, they found her miles away from where she originally was, and they found her in a dazed trance. It gets even weirder. Police then start to question her on how she went missing, thinking maybe the parents had something to do with it. The little girl didn't even remember walking, which is crazy because she was miles away from where she originally was at. On top of that, she said the sun shined all the time, which would be impossible because it was midnight. Now, this didn't happen just once, but this has happened over 50 times. So are these people just mysteriously going missing in the woods? Or is there something darker here that we don't know about? Make sure to like and follow for more videos.
I just found out some really disturbing things about Ellen DeGenerate, and I'm not worried about that creepy sweatshirt she's wearing. But as we watch this video, the camera creeps inside of her house, and you can see that weird Evil Thoughts picture. I looked up the artist, and he's into some really satanic stuff. And that's not even the weird thing. Look at this picture of Ellen sitting inside of her home. This is the picture that was right behind her. Now look at the letters on top. These are the same letters that you write out during satanic rituals. Look at this picture of her cutting her mother's hair. Now look at the picture above her head and try and figure it out. Oh my goodness.
Scariest conspiracy theories in the world that will seriously change your life. This is a list of the conspiracy theories in the world, ranking from the least scary, most normal, commonly known ones, to the darkest of the dark that will ruin your life. Welcome. In this series, we're going to be going from the top, most normal ones you probably know, to the most disturbing ones, and the research is probably going to disturb me a lot, so thanks. That said, let's kick off part 1, Area 51.
Area 51, let's get it.
How you would imagine. So Area 51, we all know it. It's probably the biggest conspiracy theory out there, well, the most well-known one. And the biggest theory about this place as well. There's aliens living inside, or there was aliens in there. I don't know, but let me know what you think. This guy right here is Bob Lazar. This guy claims that he was hired to work at Area 51 to reverse engineer alien craft. There's actually a documentary all about him. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. You may have seen it. And this guy is a very clever guy. He's not some nobody. Now, first of all, this is his drawing of an alien spacecraft. This is where it gets crazy. We all think this is the main Area 51, don't we? Maybe it is. Or is that what they
Probably
want
not.
us to
That's what
believe?
they want us to
Now,
know.
Bob claims that is not where stuff actually happens. It's located miles away, hidden in the desert. This area called Area S4. Look into this place, it's hella creepy. And if you actually go to the coordinates, it's basically blurred out, but there's also something crazy, which I'll show you later. This is the area it's located in. There is literally nothing around apart from thousands of miles of just desert. I mean, it's not like some bloke's got his house out there. Look on Google Earth or photos online, this is what you'll see. A car park which has quite a lot of cars and vehicles in it. Someone did some research into this and it actually looked like army vehicles as well. You can see these two doors or holes basically into the mountain. And Bob claimed this is actually the entrance to the real Area 51 where he worked. Cassette saying that he engineered and reverse engineered the spacecraft. Well, I don't know. What's going on here? Make sure you hit that follow button because
Protect him at all costs, man.
Mental. Part 2 tomorrow. See you there.
The childhood conspiracy theory iceberg. This picture represents conspiracy theories that will change your childhood forever. As always, make sure to join the Discord for the full list. This is tier 1. Mrs. Puff is a psychopath. We've all seen SpongeBob and we've all seen Mrs. Puff before. On the episode titled No Free Rides in season 2, Mrs. Puff says this.
What have I done? Everyone will know that I let him slide through school. I'll have to move to a new city, start a new boating school with a new name. No. Not again.
This is hinting that Mrs. Puff has changed her identity before, and I promise this gets worse. In season 12, episode 21, SpongeBob is helping her organize some of her junk, and he comes across a newspaper that says, deranged boat teacher makes getaway. So the real question remains, who is Mrs. Puff? Make sure to like and follow for
Wow. But it's a lot of stuff that they don't want us to know around the world, man. And I be telling y'all that all the time. I mean, I never touched on something like this, but I have been seeing a lot of people being requesting things like this. Y'all be like, oh, do something like this or do something like this. And I did a video similar to this and it actually went pretty crazy. But a lot of y'all was telling me like, bruh, man, we want you to touch more on this subject. You know, we want to know more about what's going on. And there's so much that I can say. And there's so much I'm also learning as well. But there's so much I can say to where YouTube won't take videos down. And I won't put myself at risk. But it will honestly help if y'all send me the videos through my Discord. I mean, my Discord will be linked down below. It's also going to be pinned in the comments. So if you want to come and join over to the Discord and send me all of the TikTok links of whatever conspiracy theories, whatever woke TikToks, whatever creepy TikToks, whatever it is, y'all just send it to me. And I promise y'all that I will put it all in a collage and do a reaction to it. It's a lot of stuff that they don't want us to know in the world. Everybody knows about Area 51. And one thing I can admit about Area 51 to where it makes sense, you will not know exactly where Area 51 is. It's probably not even in the state they say it's in. They're just something they want you to know. There's something they want you to think. Honestly, be down there in Antarctica. That's where all the testing and everything really can be at. Nobody can go down there to Antarctica. Who could go to Antarctica? It's a no-fly zone. You go out there, you flying over any permitted area. Like that is what tells most of the history. A lot of y'all know like everything, and I know y'all heard about how everything has been melting in Antarctica. So just imagine if Antarctica decides to melt 100%, we will all be flooded. It probably will be the end of the world. And on top of that, will be a lot of stuff revealed that we didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, the sea is not even 100% discovered yet. And y'all know that. The sea is not even 100% discovered. There's always new fish and sea aquatic animals that are being found and discovered each year because they can't figure out what's all in the ocean. Right now, everything that we see, we don't know what is below our feet 100%. We don't know really 100% of what the world, and not to only mention, we only can see 1% of what the eye can really see. We don't see. Just imagine if you're a person who can see 10% of everything that's in this world. Humans can only see 1% of the visual spectrum, which means we can only see 1% of what is going on around us, right? In other words, we are unable to see the vast of 99% of the world that we live in. So just imagine if we could even see 1% more. 1% of what really will be going on, man. But they not gonna let us know that, bro. It's a lot of people who getting took out. It's a lot of people who getting took out of this world. I know y'all heard about old dude who recorded them giants. Matter of fact, I'm trying to touch on that. Them old dudes who recorded the giants that was on a mountain, and the next day he just came up missing. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on this down below, man. Make sure if y'all enjoyed this reaction video that you smash the like button, comment, and subscribe for your boy, man. Also, like I told y'all, man, send me some videos in the Discord, and yeah, let's go.